Right. Hi everyone, this is Sailesh, Saindhav movie director ni. అంటే మోహన్ తెలియదు కదా యాంకర్ అనుకుంటారని ముందే చెప్పేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, సో వీఆర్ హియర్. థ్యాంక్స్ అ లాట్ గైస్ ఫర్ కమింగ్. అందరూ మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ ఒక ప్లేస్కి తీసుకురావడానికి నేను సినిమా తీయడానికి ఎంత ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టానో అంత ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టా. సో ఐ డిజర్వ్ రౌండ్ ఆఫ్ అప్లాస్. అందరూ ఒకసారి క్లాప్స్ కొట్టండి.
లేదు నేను కొట్టను.
ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద 75th ఫిలిం ఆఫ్ వెంకీ సార్. ఇట్స్ అన్ ఐకానిక్ ఫిలిం. And an iconic film deserves an iconic prayer. So we'll start off with one nice prayer. I want you guys to repeat with me. Okay?
Done.
Sir, మీరు చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు సార్. మేము ప్రేయర్ చేసుకుంటాం, మీరు చూడండి. ఓకే? దేవుడా
దేవుడా
ఓ మంచి దేవుడా,
ఓ మంచి దేవుడా,
నువ్వు నాకు అడగకుండానే వెంకీ సార్ని ఇచ్చావు, గొప్ప ప్రొడ్యూసర్ని ఇచ్చావు, పెద్ద స్టార్ కాస్ట్ కూడా ఇచ్చావు. అలానే ఈ సైంధవ్ సినిమాని పెద్ద బ్లాక్ బస్టర్ చేస్తామని నమ్ముతున్నా. ఎందుకంటే you're God.
You're God. Good God.
సార్ మీకు నా ప్రేయర్ కొత్తగా అనిపించిందా చెత్తగా అనిపించిందా మీరే చెప్పాలి.
కొంచెం చెత్తగా అనిపించింది.
ఆల్రైట్, సో గైస్, ఇట్స్ గోనా బి ఏ క్యాజువల్ చిట్ చాట్. సో వెన్ దే టోల్డ్ మీ దట్ అందరూ మొత్తం సైంధవ్ కాస్ట్ అంతా వచ్చి ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేయాలన్నప్పుడు ఐ సెడ్ యాంకర్లో ఇవన్నీ వద్దు, 1 year పనిచేసాం అందరం కలిసి. సో డెఫినెట్లీ ఐఎమ్ షూర్ అందరికీ ఎవరినో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగాలని ఉంటుంది. సో దిస్ విల్ బీ దట్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ వేర్ విల్ జస్ట్ సిట్. ఎనీథింగ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఆస్క్ వెంకీ సార్, యూ వాంట్ ఆస్క్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ యువర్ కలీగ్స్, యూఆర్ ఫ్రీ టు. ఇట్స్ అ ఫ్రీ ఫారం. ఓకే, సో లెట్స్ డూ దట్. హూ వాంట్స్ టు గో ఫస్ట్?
I wanted to ask you,
Okay.
When you told me the script, Saindhav, about the whole thing, you placed it in a very fictional city, like
Correct.
Chandraprastha. You could have done it in normal, like Hyderabad or Vijayawada, wherever you wanted, but what made you fix it in a very fictional city?
What happened was the story has a lot of or huge set of mafia weapons. ఈ మూమెంట్ చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది ఫిలింలో. ఇన్ అడిషన్ టు వెంకీ సర్స్ ఫ్యామిలీ యాంగిల్తో ఈ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ బ్యాడీస్, ద విలన్స్ ఆర్ కొలైడింగ్ విత్ హిస్ వరల్డ్ కదా. And I wanted it to be in a seaside city. So then the only city that I have in South India where people speak Telugu and it's seaside is Vizag, and town wise if you go means Kakinada you can go. But if I tell that this inta pedda event naku Vizag lo jarugutundano Kakinada lo jarugutundante, it will not be believable. Okay, so then the next best thing to do would be to do it in Bombay. But Bombay lo chesthe naku Telugu nativity anta kuda I'll have to write it in a different, then I'll have to put one statutory warning saying that for convenience people will talk in Telugu here. All that I didn't want to do. So I thought there are instances in world cinema where they have created fictional cities for various purposes. I thought I'll create one Chandraprastha karke, one geographically non-existent city. That would create chesthe it will be nice అనిపించింది. And also that gave me a freedom to choose locations from around the world wherever I want. ఎక్కడ కావాలంటే శ్రీలంకలో కొన్ని షూట్ చేసాము, నాగార్జున సాగర్లో చేసాము, కొన్ని వైజాగ్ స్టీల్ ప్లాంట్లో కొన్ని చేసాము, కాకినాడలో చేసాము. And then we integrated all of them together with a nice production design and we made it into a world. So that's, yeah, Chandraprastha is the name of the once upon a time there was an Indraprastha, no?
Yeah.
So from there I got let's do
In fact, the level of detailing in which you've gone, even the name, the number plates,
Yeah.
registration plates
Yeah.
of vehicles
Yeah.
have.
That's the idea of my production designer Avinash Kolla.
Right.
He's so the challenge was, okay, we'll shoot it in different places, but in the editing if you put all of them together, no, it should not pop out as, oh, this seems very different from the press. So we had to integrate these visuals, no. So that's when we production designer came up with an idea that let's use different number plates. So there will be lot of shots which will start with the number plates and go in, so subconsciously you are thinking that you are in some fictional city only. The shape of the lamp post that we have used there, so we carried lamp posts with us every single city we went, and we very subconsciously incorporated that in the frame so that yeah.
Wow.
Adam bro, that's the reason why I created.
Good, nice.
So you're working with all of us from different industries, different South Indian industries. Half of us don't speak Telugu. Sometime did you ever in your head like think, oh Sailesh, why did you cast this person? But outside you're like, yeah, super.
I am not as good actors as you people.
I've seen that look. Yo, why this
No,
one?
he must have
Why
thought,
this
okay.
Shraddha?
నువ్వు ఆ క్వశ్చన్
I
ముందు
made
తెలుగులో
the-
రిపీట్
made the
చేయకు
mistake. This film.
See, okay,
was
okay.
not there.
ఇదిగో అసలే
Correct, sir.
అందరు తెలుగు కాదు ఆవిడ ఏదో అడిగింది ఇంగ్లీష్లో అడిగింది ఇప్పుడు అసలు క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి నువ్వు ఒకసారి చెప్పు అందరికి
నేను ఆడియన్స్ కూడా ఒకటి చెప్పాను
చెప్పండి
ఏంటంటే ఆల్ దీస్ పీపుల్ ఆర్
అదిగో మళ్ళీ నువ్వు ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడతావు అందరూ డిఫరెంట్ లాంగ్వేజ్ నుంచి వస్తున్నారు
వీళ్ళకి అర్థం అవుతుంది. Sorry, ఇది కొద్దిగా
నువ్వు ఎలా
tricky.
హ్యాండిల్ చేసావు
ఇది
శైలేష్
tricky space.
డైరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పు అందరూ డిఫరెంట్ లాంగ్వేజ్ నుంచి
కరెక్ట్. సో
వస్తున్నారు
బిఫోర్ ఐ ఆన్సర్ దట్ క్వశ్చన్ కొద్దిగా ఇంగ్లీష్ కాన్వర్సేషన్స్ జరుగుతూ ఉంటే నేను సార్ తెలుగు వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు దాన్ని కొద్దిగా
అంటే నాకు పెద్ద తెలుగు అంత గొప్పగా రాదు బట్
నేను
చెప్తున్నాను
ట్రై చేస్తాను.
ఓకే చెయ్యి
బట్ కానీ దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ పీపుల్ హు ఆర్ లెర్నింగ్ ద లాంగ్వేజ్ సో దే డిజర్వ్ అవర్ రెస్పెక్ట్. ఓకే, ఆన్సరింగ్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ హౌ డిడ్ ఐ హ్యాండిల్ నాన్ ద సి నాకు ఎప్పుడు ప్రాబ్లం అవుద్దంటే ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ లెర్న్ యువర్ లైన్స్ అండ్ కమ్ నువ్వు లైన్స్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోకుండా నాకు సెట్కి వస్తే నాకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుద్ది. బట్ లక్కీలీ ఆల్ ద యాక్టర్స్ హూమ్ ఐ కాస్టెడ్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్ హూ ఆర్ నాన్ తెలుగు స్పీకర్స్ అందరూ నన్ను ముందు ఒక వారం ముందు స్క్రిప్ట్ పంపిస్తే మేము లైన్స్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని సెట్కి వస్తామని చెప్పిన వాళ్ళు లేకపోతే ఇంక్లూడింగ్ యూ, శ్రద్ధ, ఇట్ కుడ్ బి రుహానీ, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ, ఆర్య సార్, ఎవ్రీబడి.
Dubbing also.
Dubbing also, so most of you dubbed your own voice. So that when that effort is there, as directors, we are okay to work with because see, the scape has changed. Now we are looking for good talent, people who can emote and people who can portray what we wrote, kada. So for me, the region is never a problem, but provided మీరు lines గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే and set కి prepared వస్తే superb. That's the most
Including Sarah can maybe add, right? Like as a child to learn a new language and her mom
sir
would be helping her.
పాప
మన అందరికన్నా తెలుగు బెటర్ మాట్లాడుతుంది
ఖచ్చితంగా.
సినిమా షూటింగ్ లో మాత్రం తను లైన్ చదువుకున్న తర్వాత
Clear గా.
షీ వాస్ ద బెస్ట్ రైట్ అండ్ షీస్ డన్ సచ్ అ వండర్ఫుల్ జాబ్ ఐ మీన్ షీ ఈస్ ద హీరో ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్
షీ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఒక 1 month ముందు స్క్రిప్ట్ పంపించాను సార్. నేను పాప కదా ఎలా పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ తీసుకురావాలా ఏంటి అని ఒక చిన్న భయం ఉండింది. లైన్ బై లైన్ అది ఎట్లా డైలాగులు గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని వచ్చి పర్ఫార్మెన్స్తో పాటు అండ్ యూ వాంట్ బిలీవ్ ఇట్ షీల్ డూ వన్ టేక్. ఓకే, నేనే పాపకి ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేద్దాం, వెళ్ళి చిన్నపిల్ల కదా ఎలా అర్థమయ్యేటట్లు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేద్దామని అనుకుంటా ఉంటా. సడన్లీ సార్ విల్ డూ వన్ మోర్ సార్ అండ్ డ్యూరింగ్ వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ యువర్ ఏజ్ వాట్ ఐ యూస్ టు డూ? I used to take stones, put it in my nose, and I used to run to my mom. Amma, there's stone in my nose. Then they used to take it out. How you are acting and all, man? It's confusing.
How do you get a director? She's wondering.
Put stone
She's
inside
wondering,
their
yeah,
nose.
she's wondering how are you directing?
ముక్కులో వీడు రాళ్ళు పెట్టుకోవడం ఏంట్రా అని చూస్తుంది నన్ను.
We all know that portraying the role of a father is not new to you, and you've done a solid job every time you've played a father. How is playing a father in Saindhav unique, and how is it special as a 75th film for you?
Well, as a 75th film, it is really special, there's no doubt, because I was just looking for something really different. ఒక కొత్త జానర్లో చేయాలని ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఉండింది అండ్ టు ప్లే అ మెచ్యూర్ రోల్ ఎస్పెషలీ డాటర్ సెంటిమెంట్తో ఐ ఆల్వేస్ వాంటెడ్ టు డూ ఇట్ అండ్ Sailesh came up with the script and I loved the script and 75th అనేది I mean it's we have to do many more, it's just a number but I think it came at the right time when I just wanted to gracefully exit from the the regular films which I've done earlier to get into something different and so I keep telling so if this runs well then I have 10 more years of so
No pressure, sir.
There's no pressure at all.
yeah.
మీరు అది అన్న ప్రతిసారి ఒకసారి అని ఒకటి అనిపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది సార్ లోపల.
But in this one, the best thing is the emotion was so strong. That's what I really liked. I mean, having enjoyable moments with the daughter, you've seen in many movies, but here we have a problem, and the way I go about how Saindhav goes about, handling the problem and with all his, with his family. I mean, that was a beautiful journey, and it gave me a lot of scope for some wonderful performance. And I thought I could, deliver something new and fresh for the audience. And I'm always comfortable with emotional scenes, but in this one it gave me much more, the scope with Sarah, and also we have a extraordinary climax which people will love, and it will be, I mean, I'm sure the people are just going to love the whole climax. So yeah, that way.
Every time I hear the climax, again I get goosebumps. Every time he says it, I see still I'm I get that it's so powerful,
Yes.
so emotional.
Yeah.
I really, that's why I keep telling the film is climax. All the
I think
time.
it's a lead up to that point, how the journey, కొన్ని కథలు ఒక్కొక్క పాయింట్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి కదా సార్, రాసుకునేటప్పుడు ఒక్కోసారి సడన్గా ఒక సీన్ ఇట్లా ఇదైతే ఎట్లా ఉంటుందని సో సైంధవ్కి యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు ఐడియా స్టార్ట్ అయిందే క్లైమాక్స్ నుంచి. సో ద హోల్ స్టోరీ దట్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ రిటన్ ఇస్ అ లీడ్ అప్ టు దట్ దట్ హ్యూజ్ ఫేస్ ఆఫ్ బిట్వీన్ హిమ్ అండ్ bad people.
And also in the highly emotional film law, to get the action part, there's so much action, but it flows with the
Movie,
the movie. Yeah, there's no forced fights, there's no artificial fights. It's very realistic and very real. So that way I think they've shaped up really well. So tapakunda
సినిమాలో ఎక్కడ కూడా మనకి మనం కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుకున్న ప్రతిసారి మనం అనుకునేది అదే, కట్ చేస్తే ఫైట్ అన్న కాన్సెప్ట్ లేకుండా కథతో వెళ్ళిపోయే ఫైట్లు, అండ్ ఎక్కడ కూడా నించోని ఇంతసేపు ఫైట్ అని కాకుండా ద యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్సెస్ కేమ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంట్రీగింగ్ అండ్ ఇన్వాల్వింగ్, లైక్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ న్యూ ఏజ్. దట్ ఆ క్రెడిట్ మనకు పనిచేసిన అందరు ఫైట్ మాస్టర్లకి ఇవ్వాలి సార్, బికాస్ గ్రేట్ వర్క్ దే హెవ్ డన్. It's amazing how it has turned out. Yeah.
And also see the emotional scenes, if you have someone who's performing well and very natural. So I was fortunate to have you and Sarah performing so well with me in all the sequences. I mean, it was just amazing. That's why the output has come out so well. And okay, how is it working with Saindhav for you? I mean, why did you say yes to this Saindhav when Sailesh came?
No, I really, I obviously like your films and I like you. For me, it was more of a personal connect. For me, it was because when he came and told me the story, and Venkat sir, I know Venkat sir, so he wanted me to listen to the story. So I thought he is making something very interesting, and it's a landmark film for you. So I didn't want to miss out on it, to be very frank.
Thank you.
That was
sir.
the actual thing. So I thought, not done a Telugu film for a very long time. So I thought, okay, at least I should make an appearance where it is really good, and I know it's not a huge character, but still I thought I can make a small difference to it, or to whatever extent I can. So I personally wanted to be a part of this film.
Thank you. Nice.
So sweet of you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions, Sarah? Do you want to ask any questions to anyone?
Yes, I am question to director sir.
Director sir, pucho.
So, what made you cast me?
Oh, good question.
Did you see? Did you see Gayatri in me? And how?
How do you like it? The way she's asking, should I answer it like I'm answering an adult, or should I answer like no, if I go,
No, she's still
"But
waiting for
you
your
are
answer."
my so good. Tell me properly.
Yeah.
You remember ఒక ఆడిషన్ చేశారు సార్. సో సైంధవ్ ఫిలింలో గాయత్రి క్యారెక్టర్ దగ్గర ఒక 80 మంది పిల్లల్ని ఆడిషన్ చేశా. ఇది ఆ రోజు నాకు ఇంకా బాగా గుర్తుంది. పూనా నుంచి ఫ్లైట్ వీళ్ళది ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం అయ్యి మిస్ అవ్వడం ఏదో అయిపోయింది. మాకు కంగారు ఫోన్ చేశారు వీళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్. గాయత్రి పేరు కూడా నాకు గాయత్రినే వస్తుంది. సారా వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ ఫోన్ చేసి, మేము ఇట్లా మిస్ అయిపోయామంటే, సరే పర్లేదులే, చూసుకొని టైం చూసుకొని రండి. ఆనెస్ట్లీ నాకు ఇంకొక 4-5 ఉండే ఆ టైంలో, వాళ్ళలో ఎవరో ఒకరిని సెలెక్ట్ చేసేసుకుందాంలే అన్న ఇంటెన్షన్లోనే ఉన్నాను నేను అప్పుడు. ఓకే, బట్ దేర్ పేరెంట్స్, హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ టు దేర్ కమిట్మెంట్. They took a car, drove overnight. Okay, they could have waited for the next day flight. I don't know if it could have changed my casting preferences, but they took a car. By morning they were there in my
that's really
office, and they said sorry sir, sorry, and then I did a audition for her. Khatam. అంటే అప్పటిదాకా చూసిన టాలెంట్ పూల్ వేరు, ఇది వేరు. ఒక చాలా కీ సీన్ ఒకటి ఉంది సార్. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు టెల్ ద ఆడియన్స్ బికాస్ ఇట్స్ స్పాయిలర్, బట్ షీ పర్ఫార్మ్డ్ ఇట్ అండ్ ఐ వాజ్ లైక్, ఓకే, దొరికేసింది గాయత్రి, సో యూ రిమెంబర్ ద ఆడిషన్ యూ గేవ్ మీ?
Yeah.
I was blown away.
So that's why we
That's the
chose
reason
you.
why.
That's why we chose you.
Shraddha and this one, okay?
Yeah, they hit it
They
off.
are one.
They hit it off. It was amazing to see both of them. I mean, are they adults? I mean, they were like, who's this? They both like partners. They as if they knew each other for so long.
In fact, sometimes we were having so much fun. Sailesh is waiting patiently. Now they'll stop laughing. Now they'll stop laughing. And there is Venki sir next to us, still so shamelessly. They have laughed at jokes, laughed
So
again.
this is one of those
more.
moments that I was asking him
Yeah,
about.
I think
where
this
he
is-
wanted to kill you, but he said,
Why did I cast her?
No, so a very common instruction that I give my AD team. రే సీరియస్ సీన్ జరుగుతుంది ఇవాళ శ్రద్ధాని అన్ను పాపని మాత్రం దూరంగా పెట్టాలి వాళ్ళిద్దరిని కలవని సో సమ్ ర్యాండమ్ థింగ్స్ దే ఆర్ లాఫింగ్ అబౌట్
No, I don't know. So many times we were there, we were watching. What are they? So long they're sitting and chatting.
పక్క సౌండ్ వినిపిస్తా సౌండ్ వచ్చి ఇటు చూస్తే వీళ్ళిద్దరు ఉంటారు సమ్ ర్యాండమ్ ఇప్పుడు ఆబ్వియస్లీ నా గురించి మీకు చెప్పమని అడగడం చాలా సెల్ఫిష్ అవుతుంది సో ఆబ్వియస్లీ మిమ్మల్ని అడగను నేను మీకు ఎందుకు ఒప్పుకున్నారు మీరు డైరెక్టర్గా నాకు ఎన్ని మార్కులు వేస్తారు ఇవన్నీ అడగను ఎందుకంటే టూ సెల్ఫిష్ అనిపిస్తుంది
కానీ ఇంకా అడుగుతున్నావు చెప్పు ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పు
చెప్పాలని కూడా చెప్పండి
చెప్పు
నేను ప్రొడ్యూసర్ గురించి అడుగుతాను సార్ అంటే నేను నాకున్న చిన్న కెరియర్లో నేను చూసిన వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వెరీ ప్యాషనేట్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ సార్ సో మీరు ఎన్నో చూశారు అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మీరు ఒక ప్రొడక్షన్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నుంచి వచ్చారు కాబట్టి వాట్ వాజ్ యువర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ వెంకట్ సార్ ఎలా నిహారిక ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ హౌ వాజ్ ఇట్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ నిహారిక ఎంటర్టైన్మెంట్ సార్
No, it was first thing. I'm really glad he came about suddenly like that one fine day, and him wanting to make a movie with me. He expressed that he really wanted to do a film, and there was something about him as a person. I liked him as soon as he came into my office, and when he said he always wanted to do a film with one with Nani and one with me. I mean that was his dream to do a film.
Yeah, ఎప్పుడు చెప్తా ఉంటారు
Yeah,
సార్ నాని మీరు
and he said he'd come up with a script, and when he sent you, and it went off so smoothly. I mean, and sometimes I believe that when it has to happen and at the right time, I was looking into so many subjects and they were not happening. ఆ టైంలో కరెక్ట్గా ఆయన రావటం క్యాజువల్ అడగటం and in no time we okayed everything. So then I believe he manifested it and he wanted it and it came about, and I'm really glad. And as a production team, he had a wonderful team, and I mean he was he gave everything for the film, and more than what we deserve. So I have to thank Venkat for thank you Andi for
అంటే మీతో గడిపిన లాస్ట్ 1 yearలో నాకు అర్థమైంది మీరు ఇవి జనాల ఎనర్జీ లెవెల్స్ డస్ దట్ ఇంపాక్ట్ యూ వైల్ యూ సే ఎస్ టు అ ప్రాజెక్ట్ లైక్ మీరు ఫస్ట్ టైం కలిసినప్పుడు ఒక్కోసారి మీకు వాట్ ఇఫ్ యూ గెట్ అ గ్రేట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ బట్ మీకు ఎక్కడో కొద్దిగా ఎనర్జీ లెవెల్ సింక్ కొడుతున్నట్లుంటే మీరు స్టిల్ ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఓకే చెప్తారా చెప్పరా
నేను ఎప్పుడు సబ్జెక్ట్ ఓకే అయితే నేను చెప్తాను అండ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ బాగున్నప్పుడు గ్యారంటీ ఎనర్జీ
సబ్జెక్ట్
బాగుంటుంది
ఓకే సబ్జెక్ట్ ఓకే అయినాక కనుక ఇప్పుడు ఒక మనిషితో ఎనర్జీ లెవెల్ సింక్ లేదన్నప్పుడు మీరు
No, it's a mindset. No. You have to get into that thing, and I'm sure when you want something to happen well, it'll always be positive.
Correct.
I never think negative at all. I'm right from the beginning of my career, because I'm always a producer's hero. So no matter anything, so I'm for the producer. I come from that background, so I think I'll always side the producer more than anybody. So
we have seen it, sir. You should see,
On the set, yeah.
yo, it's a tension for us, bro.
He's making the light man work.
It's tension for us because he'll come from his caravan. Generally what will happen if actor comes means అక్కడ కూర్చుంటారు షార్ట్ రెడీ అన్నప్పుడు వస్తారు చక్కగా వాళ్ళ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ చేసేది ఈయన క్రౌడ్ కంట్రోల్ అదెందుకు వేస్ట్ అయిపోతుంది అది మనం కొన్ని స్పాట్ చేయడానికి ముందు ఆయన స్పాట్ చేస్తారు అండ్ ఇట్ సచ్ అ హ్యూజ్ when sir is on set you have to be on your toes, it's like that. Yeah, that is there, that one quality that we all really admired in sir is like to get down and work. కొన్ని డేస్ అయితే లిటరలీ సార్ ఒక ఏడీ లాగా పనిచేసిన రోజులు ఉన్నాయి లైక్ లిటరలీ లైక్ జనాలు వచ్చేది ఆయన గురించి మళ్ళీ ఆయనే పాపం కంట్రోల్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు
అది ముందు నుంచి అలవాటు
రైట్
I believe that as actors we have to do our duty. I mean we are being paid well and we come to the set, and once I hear the shot ready, that's it, my mind is there. As simple as that. I don't make it complicated at all. I've been like that from day one, and I wish everybody is like that, and I'm sure everybody who's into the project always are like that.
My question is to Venki sir. I don't know whether you remember, but I asked you this question while we were shooting. I asked you, sir, how do you approach your characters? Because I was so fascinated every time when I was watching you perform. I was just so impressed that I don't know how you just get it. and it feels so effortless. Normally, I feel that I as an actor, I feel pressurized and I feel too much efforts. But while looking at you, the process and the minute director says action, you are just in it. I mean, the transition is so effortless. I just wanted to know how do you do that?
No, to be honest, actually, I don't put too much effort at all. And I've been very fortunate, I don't know, that some energy other than Venki, I always believed there's some other energy which is happening. Because in every emotion, I remember from my earlier films, there's something else which was giving me the energy. And I said, there's no way Venki can do this. I mean, he didn't come from any school of acting. He didn't come from, I mean, he's just coming and he's delivering. How is he doing it? How is he doing it? And I think sometimes, God gives us a few features in our, our physical presence, whether the good eyes, a good smile, and your body language, something helps.
Yeah.
And many a time, I'll be very honest, I've not given that expression, and it just comes. And of course, the appreciation, oh, you did a fantastic expression. No, I'm telling you, I didn't do that. Wow. It just came about by accident, and sometimes it's really, it's captured well. So I think it is everybody's, work around. Sometimes the cameraman lights it up so well, he gets some part of my eye, so, and that comes about. I mean, I'm not saying that we don't put anything. We do, మనం చేస్తాం effort too, but everything thing, and also the co-stars are there, the scene is written well, so many things, it's a whole thing. It's not just you alone.
Yeah.
And of course, emotional scenes, I am very fortunate. I managed to crack that emotional scene in my early.
I think your emotional scenes are the best. Even though, in your close-ups, when we were giving you the lines, I was feeling the emotion so much, I couldn't stop myself, but just tears were falling, and it was just magical. No. I never experienced that.
See, when it comes to tears, you guys have just come in, last 10 years and stuff. Maku, Telugulo, when I first came to Telugu industry, that time there was an image where maybe చాలా మంది యాక్టర్స్ మనం ఎమోషనల్ సీన్స్ బాగా చేయమని ఒక చిన్న ఇమేజ్ ఉండేది. ఐ మీన్ దే యూస్ టు ఫీల్ లైక్ ఏడుపు సీన్, some crying scenes we do like this, or we go like this, or we against the wall. Because నేను ఒకసారి ఒక outdoor shooting, I went for an outdoor shoot, and there were some people who were shouting there. I said, no, you guys are not, I mean, you should be able to give an expression in front of the camera. I said, what do you mean? లేదు సార్, ఏడుపు సీన్లో మీకు అందరూ అంత బాగా చేయరు. They felt we were not great in doing that. And I said, oh my God, is that the image we have? I mean, maybe. And that's when I said, no, we have to work on it. I remember myself when I had a film called Dharma Chakram. It gave me a lot of scope. And I told the director, no, man. And there was an extraordinary sequence. I think it's the death of the heroine. I mean, I told him, no, you better put the camera, man. Come on, let's work on this. There's no shaking the camera, me doing this and that. Let me. And I really worked for.
Wow.
There are a couple of films where I really worked.
Amazing.
Yeah, films like Dharma Chakram and Ganesh. I went home. I in front of the mirror, I worked on my expressions. I knew, okay, I'm getting it. Or sometimes what I started doing is listening to some very good music from Ilayaraja sir, or some background scores. I put that sad thing, and then it was flowing, it was coming. Then I said, no, bring that music. While I'm doing it, I see that I get that music at the background,
Yeah.
So there are so different
ways.
ways.
Music while he was acting as well. And
You did that for me as well.
Yeah.
You asked me which song do you want, from which part do you want it in. It's incredible, sir. You got live feedback from an audience, and it's so easy to take your stardom for granted. It's easy to say that, oh, I have so many followers and they will love me no matter what. But to go back and to work on it and to say, this is like you're proving to yourself that I can put effort into this and I can get better at this. I think that's amazing, to not take for granted what you have, to constantly be working on your craft. I think.
No, we also see, we have to see it's very delicate also, in the sense, sometimes you have to remember when the audience are not into it, no matter how well you do, they're going to just chop you. They'll just mercilessly, I mean, I remember watching a couple of the emotional scenes in my early other films. I mean, no way when I say, Amma, Apra Babu. they didn't enjoy it.
Right.
So then I want to know why I did the same thing. No, that maybe see the scene was not well written. Maybe the acting was a little over. I don't know. In fact, in my third film, I think some emotional scene, they were acting. I mean, asking me to do little overboard, and I was not comfortable. Amma, those little overacting thing, and I said no way. And I was thinking different, but the director wanted me to do something else. I went back home and I said, no man, this is not my scene. I think I'm going back. I mean, I remember. No, I cannot. I think I'm going back to America, and I just was not comfortable actually in between once, because the whole style of performance was a little over thing that time, and I was not thinking like that. But slowly, luckily, I had some wonderful directors, and Swarna Kamalam with Vishwanath Garu, and early stage the Kodram Krishna. They were all very different. Dasanara.
Sir, I know this is a 75th film. But మీకు ఎప్పుడు అనిపించలేదా ఇది అంటే I know you don't like saying that it's a landmark film, special film and all that. I know you don't like it, but for us everybody, it's a special film. You waited almost a year before saying yes to anything. Yeah, I know that. But actually when I came, I didn't come for ఏదో మూవీ అయిపోతుంది అదేం రాలా, but I just want to say, sir, మీతో పని చేయాలి, and I just finished a project and I said, okay, I want to come work for you. బట్ మీరు ఎప్పుడు అనిపించలేదా ఇప్పుడు 1 or 2 మూవీ తీసిన బ్యానర్కి ఇంత 1 year తర్వాత మనం ఒక 75th ఫిల్మ్ ఇస్తున్నాము, మీకే అందరికన్నా పెద్ద బ్యానర్ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరో జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ ఓన్లీ 1 or 2 film old. I mean, only thing I can say that I did Samsung Rife with Nani, that's it. But my dream is always working with you and Nani sir. That supposed to be you together in the first film, didn't work out. So that's why I said either ఆయన ముందు వచ్చినా మీరు ముందు వచ్చినా చేయాలి అని. బట్ మీకు అనిపించలేదు ఇది, బికాస్ సురేష్ ప్రొడక్షన్స్ ఇస్ బిగ్గర్, హ్యాస్ ఎవ్రీథింంగ్, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు వరీ అండ్ యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు. ప్లస్ కొత్త బ్యానర్ 1 or 2 మూవీస్ బ్యానర్, వీళ్ళు చేస్తారో చేయరో, ఇది అవుతుందో లేదో. బట్ ఈవెన్ దెన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో లైక్ 1 or 2 year మూవీస్ డైరెక్టర్, యంగ్ అయి. ఆ భయం ఎప్పుడు అనిపించలేదు సార్ మీకు?
అంటే to be honest, Andy, I always believe it happens. These are happenings in life, happenings in my career, okay? If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. No matter how much I try outside, I've been trying. If it didn't happen, for you it happened. So it's meant, as simple as that. And if you look back in your career also, a lot of the films, sometimes correct ఆ టైంకి మీకు అవ్వాల్సింది జరిగింది ఆ టైంకి. నాకు this is meant to be. I mean, that's it.
I know. You said it. This is the best thing happened. I mean, it happened for a reason. When I came and saw it,
everything is for a reason.
Everything, there is a reason for everything. This is the best thing happened. So I'm happy for that. But still, ఆ భయం అనేది మీకు ఎప్పుడు, అంటే భయం అని కాదు, బట్ కాన్షియస్లీ లైక్.
So more than what I think I was feeling that for you it was more a responsibility, for him more responsibility, because Nag is 75, it's over, and I'm pretty cool about my career right now.
We know that.
So Meeku, in fact, I always go back home and say, it has to do really well for Venkat and Sailesh. I mean, they deserve it, because the energy is new. I mean, so new, and for me it was so I wanted to work with young people, new producers. So Meeka aadtene, I'll be happy,
You're doing an extended action cameo in this film. How was it doing all the action sequences in the...
No, that's what it is a very sweet role and very important role, but I really liked it. The places where he comes, I think it was a very important places. And I always wondered, okay, if I didn't do, who would have done this character? It's not like not many people would, they would look for the image, so many things when you say for a special appearance. But I did not think all that, because it was you, Venki sir and Venkat sir. So I was very clear. Now in the landmark film, kandipa na oru chinna oru part pannanum, I was very clear. So, but I used to wonder, if not me, I don't know who.
When I went to see him, he didn't even say anything. He said, I'm doing it. And without even asking, sir, cheyra ante, he just said, yes, I'm doing, because I like Venki sir. Yeah, without even 5 seconds, he said yes.
First time you're doing action, this much action in a film, first
She
time?
went for so much practice and all she did.
I've done action before in Vishwanath.
But this much in the first time?
I've done more action.
More action?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Which one?
in Vishwarupam I had a fight scene. In
Oh wow.
Master, thank you.
I didn't think I'd have to remind you. So many
I think Aitlu Ronas will fight
I
with
the Lord one. I've been wearing harness from
Nice.
That's okay, that's okay.
on
That's
my
okay.
mind.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So when I came to you with Jasmine, what was it? What was
It
your
was
first?
the name.
It was the name.
It was the name.
I still remember her telling me the first
As
time when I
said,
went and I said,
you had me at Jasmine.
yeah, I said it's a very action-packed role, and she like she's playing this baddie vibe. What's her name? She's named Jasmine. I'm sold. Like, how can a bad person be named Jasmine? I'm like, this is such a I'm sure you have got something interesting in your. Come on, tell me this. That's the.
Yeah.
No, but there's something about it, Jasmine, especially when Nawaz is Jasmine.
Okay, so this is the other thing. We miss Nawaz Bhai here.
Yeah.
Tala, he asked me to pass on the
Yeah.
message to you. He's stuck with some
No problem.
shoot there. He couldn't make it to the interview today. But the way his character has
Yeah.
come out, oh my God, you guys should watch it. There is this beautiful thread between Jasmine and Vikas Malik in the film. That people are going. It's going to be one of the
Yeah.
biggest entertainment
Yeah.
from the film. Many people are asking me, cinema lo ఏంటండి ఎక్కడ
that is the-
నవ్వుకోవడానుకుంటుందా లేకపోతే మీరు
Yeah.
అంటే సినిమా కాదు సినిమా మొత్తం మీరు ఇట్స్ వెరీ
Yeah, nice.
weird thing that we cracked. Nawaz is being ruthless,
Yeah.
but you will be scared at the same time. You will be laughing. It's a very
Very fascinating.
chala,
Yeah.
And look out for Jasmine and Vikas Malik's thread. It's going to be extremely
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. So Ruhani Sharma,
Yes.
so playing Dr. Raymond.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a very emotional role, right? So there's a lot of like again we were talking a lot of crying sequences, a lot of. I think it's
No, yeah, whenever I shot with her, she was crying.
I'm always crying.
Well, she made me also cry.
You made her cry. So she
No,
made you
she
cry.
made me cry.
Oh, she made you cry.
Almost.
What is this?
You tried. Let's not give spoilers.
It was a little, to be very honest with you, Pala, it was a little uncomfortable for me to go and ask her to play this character because she was a lead in Hit
Yes.
1,
Yes.
and she was my first heroine, right? For me to go and tell that there is a character in my film, I didn't know how Ruhani would take it because would it be wrong? I didn't know, but she was a great friend of mine, so I had this freedom of just calling and bouncing the idea to her. I was like, "What do you feel?" The minute I completed, it's like I'm on board, and it's so like I'm really thankful to you.
I think answer to your question when you were saying lots of crying.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, please.
So when he was telling me my part, I actually on the call also I just started crying. And it normally it doesn't happen, but I felt so connected with the character, and I just felt it that it's meant for me, and I have to do this. And all like you said that it's a small part or whatever. I don't see it that way because I'm getting to work with the best actors, so why not? I mean, it's I was so excited about the fact that I'm gonna get to learn so many things. Shraddha's work I really admire. Venkate's work, everybody knows that how amazing he is with his craft. And then Arya and Andrea, Nawazuddin sir, everybody is so brilliant. So for me it was just it was like a workshop, paid workshop. Just go sit, watch them, what they do. So yeah, I mean, I'm
Very interesting
grateful.
thing is when I first narrated on it, the first thing that came to our mind was a doctor who is dealing with this problem cannot be crying all the time. But it also cannot be cold character that is not reacting to the. So how do we do is most of the scenes we planned we'll have moist eyes. It shouldn't she shouldn't be crying in the scene, but there should be moist. There should be a crack in her voice. There should be a moistness in her eyes, and she did a great job.
Yes,
That
no,
actually
no,
translated
In
it.
fact, I remember
Yeah.
I used to keep telling Sailesh, we managed to crack those scenes with her, and and she did such a good
because
job.
that it comes in one
Came out
part
so
of the
well.
film, no, where it huge action sequence tarvata the part of Sir and Ruhani and Shraddha, all of them reacting interacting will come. So from the beginning, Sir and I were like, if we don't crack a great performance with this character, it might impact the flow of the film. It has to emotionally work out. And when you guys were performing only, I without the score, without the edit itself, we were all feeling it when you three were in the, and of course this one, all of you together, it really worked. And when we put it in the edit and saw, no, just absolutely made sense. that pacing was right, what you did was right. And I think that's what having great actors do to a scene. So yeah, Shraddha, you and Venki sir will be వరండాలో కూర్చొని ఒక చిన్న స్టీల్ గ్లాస్లో వోడ్కా తాగుతూ మాట్లాడుకుంటారు అండ్ మీరు నైబర్ చెప్పా కదా.
Yeah.
What did it do to you before saying yes to it? Like I want to understand, like because it's something I feel is a very fresh thing that these kind of stories are not told
Yes.
every day.
Yeah.
So tell me, what was the process? What is it that you thought you will bring to the character to me before saying yes to me? How did it?
I always felt like you write your female characters beautifully.
Oh, sweet of you.
Yeah,
to
it
say
would
that.
be.
Because she rejects 90% of the scripts that she gets.
శ్రద్ధకి ఏది నచ్చదమ్మా,
ఈజీగా
That
ఈజీగా
means she
నచ్చదు.
really like that character. That's why she's doing
సో
it.
నువ్వు మంచి
Ante simple gaane. Na answer is exactly that. I really love the character, so I said yes. Now, if I don't like it, if I don't see what this character is even doing, if there's no effort in writing put into this character, if you're just placing her and like a figure of a woman and say this is the heroine, then it's pointless. You can just make a statue do the whole part instead. But to continue with the answer, I really love the characters you write, your female characters. I really enjoyed the dynamic that there was between Saindhav and Manogna. We've seen like man woman in love, we've seen that 1,000 times. There's nothing new about it, but this kind of support system, being part of the entire story, kind of providing value to the universe and to their relationship and all of that. There was so much more, and that scene kind of sold it to me. That sitting outside in steel glasses, such a middle class thing, beautifully shown, drinking vodka. And I feel like the universe you have created is actually such a fantastic place. Maybe.
డ్రింకింగ్ వాడ్కా అని చెప్పేసేసిందమ్మా. ఓకే పర్లేదు, చెప్పండి.
అంటే ఉప్పులు పప్పుల అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఉంటది కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు నేను రాసినప్పుడు కూడా ద థింగ్ వాస్ హౌ వుడ్ ఇట్ బి ఇఫ్ టూ నైబర్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు పెరుగుందా ఉప్పు పప్పులు అందించుకునే వాళ్ళ మధ్యలో ఒక చిన్న లేయర్ ఆఫ్ అట్రాక్షన్ వస్తే ఎలా ఉంటది, పాపం చూసుకొని వదిలేసే.
ఉప్పులు పప్పులు చిన్న స్మాల్ అలా వేస్తూ మాట్లాడుతూ.
No, but what you did to the character is it's just amazing.
Sarah, do you remember your favorite moments from the shoot?
The favorite scene was just like you was telling me the story. The story was funny. And when like he was just fighting and we was just looking at him.
Looking at me and laughing.
And it was like which movie we should say, and they're fighting that thing.
Yeah. How did you manage your studies and everything? We had so many days of shoot, no?
Yeah, actually, I bring my books in the shoot, and when I get time, I complete the.
Mama helps you, no?
Oh,
So much. Mama and Papa help you so much, no?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I want to ask you, sir, you have done so many iconic films in this 75 films. If you have to pick 5 films, you don't have to be 5 or whatever. If you can pick few films which is very close to your heart, or you really can look back always.
అది ఎప్పుడు చాలా కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది, పిక్ ద బెస్ట్ 5 and all, but
not best 5.
okay, random
Your
suddenly
favorite
I mean I can think of a Chanti maybe,
Chanti,
Bubbil Raja, Nuhu Naku Nachav, recent times I enjoyed doing Narappa. Yeah, and so I mean there are so Ganesh is one highly emotional film which I really enjoyed. Dharma Chakram. Yeah.
Just came involuntarily.
బై ధర్మచక్రం అనగానే మాకు వచ్చేస్తుంది.
So I've been fortunate to get a lot of good films over the years, and so that way people have accepted me in all the genres. That's the and even when you go to these comedy films, from the beginning, Intlo Illalu, Vantinlo Priralu, so many good films. Yeah.
సార్, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన లిస్ట్ ఉంది కదా, సిన్సియర్లీ మేము అందరం కోరుకునేది ఏంటంటే సైంధవ్ కూడా వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్స్ ఆ లిస్ట్లో అవ్వాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాను సార్.
నేను మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాను, and I think it will be.
Yes, sir.
I am very, very confident, and I think on Sankranti, I'm sure
Yes,
the
sir.
Telugu audience are going to see a wonderful, honest film from, Venkat and Sailesh, and with all the wonderful star cast. So January 13th, Sankranti, you're going to, all watch Saindhav for sure, yeah.
Sarah, do you want to ask something to Venki sir?
Yeah.
Ask.
Ammo.
The way she
కాదు ఆ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ తోనే ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఇప్పుడు అసలే టీచర్
What
అడిగి
is Gayatri to you?
Gayatri is nothing but love, baby. She's the most beautiful thing which
What is
happened in my
Sarah
life.
to you?
Sarah's Sarah's as beautiful as Gayatri, and she's also a beautiful thing which happened to me these couple of months, and I always treasure these moments which I had with you. Okay.
Happy?
దాని డ్రెస్ చూసారా ఇక్కడ గాయత్రి
Yeah, show me.
వెనకాల
Yeah, you have to show.
చూడు
Move
Oh,
your
Gayatri, and then what?
And
Oh, you
turn
have.
back and show.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at
On point.
Yeah, she's the
on
one.
point styling.
Yes, she's
Seiko,
the
heroine sub Seiko.
Yeah.
I will end this interview with a very cringe question, okay? Do you like Venki sir or do you like me?
It is
Easy.
No, you don't have to answer.
Easy answer.
It's an easy answer.
Easy answer.
Of course, it's an easy answer.
She's
Like Venki
thinking,
sir.
she's thinking.
Just joking.
No, it's okay, ma. It's okay. This fellow also good fellow only.
Thank you. Thanks a lot,
sir.
guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
January 13th, Saindhav రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. థియేటర్స్కి వెళ్ళండి. ఇట్ విల్ బి సంక్రాంతికి మంచిగా ఇంత పెద్ద స్టార్ కాస్ట్ వచ్చి ప్యాక్ చేసి ఇచ్చిన ఫ్యామిలీ యాక్షన్ ఎంటర్టైనర్. గో వాచ్ ఇట్ అండ్ హ్యావ్ అ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫన్ ఇన్ ద థియేటర్.